Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syahradina Amalia. I'm from Universitas Muhammadiyah Surakarta. I want to present my paper entitled The Fate of ELT, or English Language Teaching in Indonesia in a VUCA World. Why character education is a must. Okay, so ever since the pandemic hit the whole world at the end of 2019, an ongoing outbreak of COVID virus has brought massive changes in every aspect of life globally. And the world is now facing a VUCA era where every aspect of life has been changing drastically, unpredictably, and equivocally. Every aspect in this life has no other option but to survive. So this VUCA world has shifted everything that had been planned previously by all of us, of course. So the volatility of aspects in our life makes challenges become more unexpected and also unstable, so that we should equip ourselves with enough knowledge about the field. And then the uncertainty, and then so the volatility of aspects in our life makes challenges becoming more unexpected and unstable, so that we should equip ourselves with enough knowledge about the field. And then uncertainty refers to the lack of specific or even accurate sources of information, which can only be found by answering specific questions. And then the things that we are dealing are also more complex and interconnected, or sometimes tangled to each other, that we might feel overwhelmed to overcome the challenges that we face. In addition, the challenges that we face are often quite unclear to foresee, that we might have to wander into the unknown. And so in economic or business, for example, certain situations can be quite misleading if companies or institutions do not have the courage to make not only quick but effective decisions. In Indonesia itself, only a few companies can compete well in the VUCA world, such as Gojek and PT KAI, or because they can respond well by focusing on service improvement along with system reform. And so scientists as well as academics then try to find solutions to survive this turmoil in order for society to continue to exist. Its immense impact has eventually led to research in various areas affected by VUCA to discover methods and alternatives to solve them. And then many aspects influenced by VUCA, of course, include the fate of Indonesian ELTs amid VUCA era. And so what's the fuss about? What's with the fate of ELT in Indonesia in this VUCA world? Why is it important to address in this event? And then why is character education is a must in the Indonesian ELT? In 2018, Asmolov states that the need to build the future of the education system is, of course, growing, and the world of VUCA serves as a driving force to modifying the various models of adaptive educational practices. So if we know the terms publish or perish, then it is conquer or wither. So I'm going to further kind of analyze why character education is a must in Indonesian ELT. First of all, I'm going to elaborate things regarding the place of character education in national curriculum, and then English and English language teaching in Indonesia, whose English to teach, and then why character education is needed in Indonesian ELT. So regarding the importance of character education in the scope of Indonesian ELT, Indonesian government has actually formulated the 2013 curriculum, which encouraged the national character building since the 2000s. Yeah? And then based on the functions and objectives of national education, concerning with the national education system itself, the 2013 curriculum is indeed aimed for the formation of students' characters. The National Character Building, or NCB, establishment itself was compiled by the Center of Curriculum and Books, or PUSCUR book, since 2010. And then in the same year, the government launched the NCB program by starting a pilot project in 125 schools in around 16 cities throughout Indonesia. So, starting in 2016, the government has launched a PPK or PPK, penguatan pendidikan karakter, or personality improvement education to be applied in schools all over Indonesia, and consisting of 5 values of religion, nationalism, independence, mutual cooperation, and integrity. PPK or PPK aims to build the 2045 Indonesian Golden Generation by equipping students or learners with the spirit and character of Pancasila. And the application of the 18 NCB and 5 PPK values in schools has been taught in most school subjects, including English, over the past decade. And to give a glimpse of why character education is a must in Indonesian ELT, we need to underline that since curriculum is a selection, according to Williams, we are ought to insert contents that prospers the learners as the next generation, of course. For example, by inserting character education as the hidden curriculum. And additionally, since curriculum is by far political, as underlined by Hall, knowledge identified as important in the curriculum tends to reflect the needs of the dominant interest. It also means that the government who tries to promote character education as its hidden curriculum for the betterment of the next generation, or on the contrary, can be the hidden content or even the unwanted content disguised as the materials when the students learn English. So every single thing have their own agenda, including in education. As Penny points, knowledge represents the interests of certain individuals or groups, just like what I mentioned previously. So the spread of English leads to a language imperialism, and the rapid spread of English around the world has forced English learners exposed to the culture of English-speaking countries, especially those where English is the native language. And many learners tend to imitate the way native speakers of the target language speak and behave, so that they can speak the language as if they were speaking it. So, for example, like a student or an English learner from Indonesia that is heavily influenced by like American accent or even American culture or British culture. And as a result, language learners tend to put themselves in the place or in the shoes of others when learning a language, and as a result, place great importance on cultural authenticity and cultural fit or appropriation. Therefore, considering the current status of English and the development of varieties of English in the world, teaching English or English language teaching or ELT in the Indonesian context must take a firm stance on what kind of English should be taught. The extent to which the implementation of character education in Indonesian ELT depends on whether the Indonesian government focuses on the urgency to promote cultural resources and provide multicultural coverage to students through character education. So, what do we need the character education for? Due to the impact of this era of disruption in many areas, including education, for example, universities, they are reluctant to change lose their power in the long run. Hence, universities must adopt a new style of VUCA as proposed by Korosakova, namely confirmation, uniqueness, complementary, and attractiveness, or validation, uniqueness, complementary, and attractiveness, like the new VUCA. So any level of education institution or every school level must prepare to face the current volatile situation by preparing as best they can. So it should be the responsibility of each party to organize the character education in all fields of education scopes. And to survive the constant invention of the VUCA world, we must not only be able to adapt to these facts and changes, but also to maintain our own identity. So, personalized or character education at any school level can be the foundation to our nation to face this VUCA era. I think that's all. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.